Good evening, I'm Michael Patterson with Free Press TV tonight. President Donald Trump, standing beside Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., made what he called a historic announcement on autism, but the claims he made about Tylenol, vaccines, childhood health are already sparking alarm among scientists and health experts. Some call it dangerous misinformation. Let's break this down. On Monday, President Trump told pregnant women not to take Tylenol and even linked vaccines and other medications to autism without providing scientific evidence. He declared, "They pumped so much stuff into those beautiful little babies, it's a disgrace." The comments immediately drew backlash. Fact sheets from the White House referenced ongoing studies, but scientists say Trump's sweeping claims distort the actual research. Dr. Bauer, whose analysis was cited in the White House briefing, said her findings were misrepresented. She emphasized that if Tylenol does play any role in autism risk, it would only account for a fraction of cases, and that vaccines remain safe and effective. Her concern that women may now avoid Tylenol, the only widely recommended pain reliever during pregnancy, or skip vaccines altogether, putting themselves and their children at greater risk. Even more shocking, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention wasn't consulted on the announcement. CDC researchers told reporters they weren't asked to review drafts or provide input, which they called very unusual. Deeper dive politics, science and misinformation. For years, both Trump and Kennedy have repeated the long debunked claim that vaccines cause autism. Decades of rigorous research show no credible link. Autism, experts say, is primarily influenced by genetics and a complex web of developmental and environmental factors, not a single drug, shot, or chemical. But Kennedy, who now leads HHS, continues to push fringe theories. Critics call him a man on a political crusade, pointing to how he has previously spread misinformation about HIV, antidepressants, and even COVID-19 vaccines. Helen Tager-Flassberg, director of the Center for Autism Research Excellence, called Trump's statements dangerous, pointing out that untreated fevers during pregnancy pose a far greater autism risk than Tylenol. Others, like vaccine researcher Peter Hotez, say Kennedy's rhetoric is undermining decades of careful science. He warns that discredited theories are drowning out legitimate autism research and harming families who need real answers and real support. The Trump administration says it wants gold standard science to solve America's autism crisis, but instead of systemic reforms, like addressing air pollution, improving prenatal care, or expanding support services for families, the White House is zeroing in on Tylenol and vaccines. Meanwhile, critics argue federal agencies are being sidelined. CDC scientists say new contracts are being quietly steered to allies of Kennedy, bypassing normal oversight. Public Citizen, a non-profit watchdog, warns this approach erodes trust in government science and risks politicizing autism research. So here's the bottom line. Families dealing with autism deserve truth, transparency, and serious investment in research and support, not political soundbites. Trump and Kennedy may be promising answers, but so far, experts say they're fueling confusion and putting public health at risk. I'm Michael Patterson, and this is Free Press TV.